game 2 of our doubleheader. It's the women, Antelope Valley and Glendale College. AVC won the tip, but it looks like they turned it over. Glendale will have possession. We'll have starting lineups to you shortly. Dueling turnovers. The ball will go to AVC. AVC in the silver and burgundy. Glendale in the cardinal red and gold. Sasha Duckett kicks out. It's a long one. This one off the mark from Amari Rowland Wallace. Kicked up ahead. Jen Kozlowski has it out front. Drives down low. This one off the backboard first. Tess Oakley Stilson. AVC now with possession, bringing it back the other way. First quarter action here between the Marauders and the Vaqueros. SoCalCollegeSports.com. Duckett kicks it back. Has Ojena Williams. Williams over to Cruz. Andrea kicks it out. Leah Patton on the dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Firing again from deep. This is Amari Rowland Wallace. Rebounded by Williams, and Williams draws first blood here. ABC on the board first. Penelope Treyu kicks it over to Oakley Stilson. Stilson. Jen Kozlowski. From the corner, this is Marlene Salazar. It's out of bounds, and it will go back to the Marauders with a 2-0 lead. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Storinoff, Emery Johnson with you on the call here tonight. Doubleheader coverage courtesy of Glendale College and Antelope Valley. Both programs, men's and women's, for both schools pitching in. Bring this to you live. First foul will go against Glendale, so ABC will have it baseline out of bounds. Duckett enters into Williams. Off to Patton. 3 ball from Cruz. That one off the back iron. Rebounded by Rowland Wallace. Another possession here for the Marauders, coming up on the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. Patton, 17-footer. That one's short. Rebound fought for and won. Vadazarian quickly up ahead to Stilson. Stilson circles it around. Treyu, Jan Kozlowski. Duckett out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Glendale. New shot clock. That one put in the 3 ball for Glendale. Treyu. Cruz will try to answer on the other end. That one off the back iron. Williams with another offensive board. Out to Duckett. Duckett into the lane. Kicks out. This one going to nobody. It'll go out of bounds. ABC drew first blood after the 3 ball from Penelope Treyu. Lead to Glendale. Stilson, Jen Kozlowski. Foul will be called against Sasha Duckett. This is Vadazarian going to the free throw line. First free throw up and good for Vadazarian. Second free throw also good, so a 5-0 run. The response from Glendale, they have a 5-2 lead. 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. Duckett looking for Cruz down low, can't find her. tapped out of bounds by Glendale. I believe they're going to say that went off of Salazar, so it's going to stay with AVC. Shot clock does not reset. It's at 20. Cruz on the dribble, high horn pick. Kicks it back out to Roland Wallace. Duckett. Cruz, another triple try, no. At the backboard only, Oakley Stilson. It's going to be a shot clock violation. It's going back to the Vaqueros. Treyu set up a play here for the Vaqueros, leading it by 3. They're looking down low. That's great anticipation by Duckett. Duckett with the steal. AVC in transition. They have numbers. Duckett, going to be a block down low. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled, and Sasha Duckett will go to the free throw line. Treyu trying to draw the charge, but to no avail. Well, on the men's side, it was AVC with a win over Glendale, avenging their loss earlier in the season. Double overtime affair. Citrus a big winner today, 85-59 on the men's side. The women in action right now. Free throw up and good by Sasha Duckett. Second one also good, so it's Glendale by the slimmest of margins at 5-4. 6:18 to go. Ball swung around. Salazar, Stilson, the pass intended for her, but it's stolen. Dribbling out of bounds, it's Malia Patton. .609 to go. Salazar on the baseline out of bounds play. Left-hander no good. Vanazarian with the follow. That's no good. Salazar with another rebound working against Williams. It goes out of bounds, tapped out by Williams. It's going to stay with Glendale. Baseline crossing action down low for Glendale. I thought they had Vanazarian momentarily. Instead, they'll kick it out. Jankulowski puts it up and in. Duckett working one-on-one, kicks it out to Cruz. 0 for 3 so far, make it 0 for 4. Roland Wallace with the putback, no good point blank, but working against Vanazarian, who grabs down the board. Jankulowski over to Oakley Stilson. Stilson pops from 12. That one's off the mark. Follow attempt no good. Rebounded by Williams, off to Sasha Duckett. Behind the back dribble, kicks it up ahead to Cruz. Cruz still looking for her first bucket here today. Substitution next dead ball for Glendale. Wilson and Sandoval will check into the ball game. So substitutions coming for AVC. Get some numbers to you shortly. Cruz running the baseline. Drives in, 3 on the shot clock. She's just going to have to get something up. It hits backboard first. It's a shot clock violation. No change. Well, there is a change in possession. It's going to stay with Glendale. No whistle. Jankulowski. Excuse me, Jankulowski. Goes out of bounds off of Glendale, so AVC now with possession, trailing by 3, 4:28 to go in the first quarter. You're watching 3C2A Women's Basketball live on SoCalCollegeSports.com, the Western State East Conference. We are live from Lancaster, Newton Gillette Court. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Storinoff with you. Sarah Navarro has checked into the ball game, along with Tori Dunn. Dunn kicks it out. Navarro from 3. High arcing shot, no good. Oakley Stilson snatches down the board. Kicks it off in transition to Sandoval. Sandoval to Gloria Bianchi. Stilson has that one stolen. Dunn, one-on-one with Salazar. Dunn, scoop shot up, no good, too strong. Dunn thought she was fouled, doesn't get a whistle. Kicked up ahead, this is Haley Wilson. Wilson kicks it back. Melissa Sandoval is going to reset the offense and bring things back. Over to Bianchi. Mid-post flash by Salazar. That's great action, resulting in a wide open shot for Sandoval. That one off of the mark. Wilson point blank and one versus Duckett. See it again on replay here. Wilson working on the weak side. Able to work against Duckett. And one opportunity off the mark, but Oakley Stilson able to put it up and in. Timeout, Antelope Valley trailing it now by 7. 3:24 to go in the first quarter. You're watching 3CCAA women's basketball here on SoCal College Sports. Navarro going to bring things up here for the Marauders, trailing it by 7. They want to regroup after the timeout. Navarro 0 for 1 so far, has that one poked away by Bianchi. 13 on the shot clock. Dunn will try it from 3. That one off the mark. Out of bounds and back to Glendale. The ball will go.
Haley, loop opposite side, Cardinal. 2 dribbles. Back.
Good action down low. Oakley Stilson out to Bianchi. Bianchi driving the lane, kicks it out. Salazar on the baseline. The short corner jumper is good. Well, much like the men, Glendale on the women's side, very good in terms of executing what they do. And might this be a team that's a player at the end of the season? 19-4 overall, 7-0 in conference. Dunn will try again from 3. That one off the back iron. Better that time, but Patton tracks down the board. Navarro driving the lane. Maybe a bit of a push-off. Navarro free from 17. Fires, but it's a misfire. Rebound will go to Glendale. Sandoval up ahead. Oakley Stilson. Oakley Stilson, some contact down low. No call. Williams on a rebound. Patton. Stutter. No good. Oakley Stilson. Slow things down for the Vaqueros. Up by 9.
Haley, loop opposite.
Bianchi in the weave. Back to Sandoval. Skip pass over to Oakley Stilson. Salazar has that pass deflected and stolen by Malia Patton after Dunn had gotten a hand on it. Sarah Navarro reset the offense here. She's going to look for a screen here from Williams. Navarro thought about the 3. Nice closeout by Bianchi for Glendale. Roland Wallace, 8 on the shot clock. Dunn driving the lane. Her floater up and good off glass. Tori Dunn.
13.
Able to muster some points for the Marauders. They still trail it by 7. Under a minute to go. We're in the first quarter, excuse me. Bianchi to her left, and that was silky. Nice mid-range game on display for Gloria Bianchi.
One stop in the last shot. One stop. Let's go. Underway. Under.
The Glendale bench pleading one stop and one last shot. Navarro turns the corner off a handoff to Tori Dunn, who just scored the last bucket for the Marauders. She has possession now to the left hand. She's fouled going to the basket, and she'll go to the line. I believe they're going to get Marlene Salazar on the whistle. And check that, it'll go to Melissa Sandoval.
First personal, third team foul. Tori Dunn, shooting scoop.
Well, this is a team that lost 3 in a row to El Camino, Pasadena, and West LA.
Glendale substitutes, number 31, Angel Castro, number 33, Sarah Perez.
Winners of 8 in a row are the Vaqueros coming into this one. Includes a win over AVC back on January 26th. Tori Dunn puts them both in. 15-8. Lead back to 7 for Glendale.
Luke Gloria.
The Vaqueros going to hold for the last shot. Set play.
Screen, go.
Want to pop from the stack on the down low, and this is Bianchi with a scoop shot. No good. It's rebounded by Dunn, and will go in after one. 15-8. You are watching 3C2A Women's Basketball, SoCalCollegeSports.com. We head into the second quarter, a 7-point lead for Glendale, one of the top teams in the state of California. 4 losses on their resume coming in. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you on tonight's call. Doubleheader coverage in the Western State East. Dunn will try her hand from 3. She banked one earlier. She was looking for glass there. Can't get it to go. Wilson tracks down the board. Bianchi over to Sandoval. Sandoval kicks it out to Sarah Perez. Hands off into the weave, mid-post entry. This is Angie Castro, and Castro puts it in.
Glendale continuing to run their offense primarily through the high post. The entry there, that time, shot taken and knocked down. See if ABC makes an adjustment to the high post offense.
Navarro directing traffic, gives it off to Malia Patton. 9-point lead for Glendale, looking for a little bit more. You can expect them to want to run this one up. It's all about style points here and trying to separate yourself from the pack. If you can get a top 4 seed, that means you're hosting throughout the playoffs. Win 2 and we'll see you up in Ventura. I believe the top teams in Southern California. Moore Park's won, I know that, because Emory, a Moore Park alum, likes to remind us. Palomar also up there. ELAC always in the mix. You have a 3-second violation. I want to say this is going to go against Haley Wilson. Bring up some rankings here for you shortly. Castro, we see on the silky smooth mid-range jumper. Jan Kulofsky dogging her defensive assignment. Dunn will fire from 17 feet. That one short, rebounded by Castro. Kulofsky. Jane Kulofsky, excuse me. Says keep it. Melissa running the show at the point right now. Kicks it over to Perez. Perez. Vatazarian, hot shot out of bounds. Intended for Jane Kulofsky. The execution not there that time for Glendale, results in a turnover. Glendale ranked 18th in the state of California. 18-4 coming in, right behind the likes of Ventura. Ventura, you have to imagine, will have a say when it's all said and done. They're hosting, and obviously some extra incentive for them to get to the finals this year on their home court.
When you're talking about the top teams, I haven't heard a Mount San Antonio College reference, but it's hard to imagine they're not in the equation.
Mount Sac currently ranked 12th, Stoy.
That's a miss that.
Ahead of them at number 10 is the defending state champs in the women's. Dunn fires from 3 and hits.
Yeah, the offense is going to have to come from Tori Dunn. You have the feeling here tonight.
Yeah, she's displayed an ability here to really be able to get her own shot. And, well, she's 1 for 4 from deep, but that looked pretty good. Castro kicks it out. Mid-post, Vatazarian, baseline runner. Castro loses it out of bounds. And AVC hanging around.
Yeah, I think right now Glendale, last couple of possessions, maybe in a little too much of a hurry. Not really taking their time and setting up their passes. I've seen a couple of rather careless turnovers here, allowing AVC to creep back within 6.
Top 4 in Southern California. It's Moore Park at 1, Trade Tech at 2, ELAC at 3, and El Camino at 4. Mount Sac 5. Mount San Jacinto, interestingly, at number 6 in Southern California, but ranked ahead in the state rankings in front of Mount Sac. Jan Kulofsky all the way coast to coast. Can't get the left-handed layup to go. It's tapped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Glendale. I believe that last touch went off of either Cruz or Navarro. Oakley Stilson will check in for the Vaqueros. Off comes Melissa Sandoval. Good minutes for her. Cross screen action again, and that one blocked by Dunn. ABC off to the races. Patton still with possession. She'll go coast to coast, and she'll miss. Roland Wallace had a beat on the rebound. Instead, Castro comes away with it. Oakley Stilson running the lane or running the court. Can't get the point-blank shot to go. Jan Kulofsky had a put-back attempt. That's no good. Cruz comes away with it for Antelope Valley. The Marauders dodge a bullet.
Yeah, a couple of point-blank looks for the Vaqueros, and they come up empty.
Navarro hands off to Malia Patton. 5:44 to go in the first half. Navarro, step back, no. Great on-ball defense from Jan Kulofsky. Block from Jan Kulofsky. Shot clock violation. ABC and the ball going back to the Vaqueros.
You know, Mike, one of the big differences you watch these two teams here in this first half, Glendale able to enter the ball into the lane at some point in their offensive set and either get the shot there or kick it back outside for good looks. Antelope Valley College having all kinds of trouble entering the ball down low to even get an offense really started.
And a lot of that due to the on-ball defense that Glendale is employing right now. Oakley Stilson kicks it back over to Treyu inside of Vatazarian. Williams taps it away out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Vaqueros. Good defensive energy from the Marauders. Still trailing by 6, 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Treyu will inbound the basketball. Box set out of bounds on the baseline. Vatazarian setting a pick in the form of a pivot to seal off the defender. Oakley Stilson now with it on the far side. Mid-post entry. This is Salazar. Salazar will keep it herself. She's fouled by Williams.
That's a little bit of what I was talking about there with Salazar. A little more patience on that reception of the pass. Doesn't immediately snap another pass off. The defense ends up dropping off her. She's able to step into the lane and get herself to the line. Good patience, good fake.
Salazar in and out on the first. Well, Jeff, let's talk a little bit about the playoffs coming up. Of course, we will have coverage for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com, March 14th through the 17th, I believe. Are the dates? Don't quote me. Terrible with dates.
I'm quoting you. I think you're right on that. You're in for the 14th to the 17th.
All right. Well, I've requested off of work, so I should be there.
I'll be very surprised if you're not there. Yeah, it should be fascinating. It's just obviously, as you would expect, a loaded draw on both sides, and we've seen a lot of the coverage of the men this season and gotten a pretty good look at a lot of the principal players. So it'll be interesting to see that weekend on both sides. Sure to be some high drama. Really looking forward to it.
Cruz with a foul. Looked like Navarro maybe got poked in the eye. She's okay.
And it could be just my imagination, Mike, but I feel like in the last couple of years, the depth is starting to play more of a factor. You're seeing more of a case where every team going there has a real shot at taking it down, and I expect that very much to be the case this year.
Yeah, I think it's wide open really on both sides of the bracket.
Yep.
You talk about the likes on the men's side with Fullerton and obviously Perry Webster. Always has a team in the mix, ranked number 1 in Southern California as it stands, but they've lost a key component to what they do, so they're going to have to grind it out. But if you know Perry Webster, that's the kind of player that he is, kind of coach that he is.
Happened to see the standings today in City College of San Francisco at their usual 24-1 right now. So Coach LeBron, his program reloaded and ready to try and defend, and no doubt a strong contender to be there. I'll be shocked if we don't see him.
Well, you remember, it's not how you start the year, it's how you finish. So, Ventura, Mount Sac, the usual suspects, and the ELACs right there. Trade Tech, a resurgent year for the Beavers. They expect Coach Critchlow to maybe make a run in the postseason this year. Bruce Turner for ELAC. Always primed and ready. Williams into the lane. Off of a feed from Cruz. Vadazarian looks like she got a piece of it. It's a block. We're back the other way for the Vaqueros. This is Trey. Shane Kuvlovsky. Zone defense being employed here from AVC. Salazar looked like she traveled. She gets away with it. Kicks it out to Treyu from 3. That shot up off the back iron. Vadazarian with a rebound, and she's fouled on the putback by Williams. I want to say that's Williams' 3rd. That's her 2nd. Obviously can ill afford to lose her. Vadazarian off on the free throw. Dunn will check back into the ball game, and I think ABC has realized that's really where the offense is going to have to come from. .348 to go in the second quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the Vaqueros. Jan Kulowski tracks down a board. Put back opportunity. No, it's Oakley Stilson from the short corner. 15-footer is good.
The drive and dish, and either it's high post or a penetration and pass. But that is the MO for Glendale in this one. It continues to work.
The offense just starting way too out front for ABC. They need to get better positioning in terms of starting their offense. Dunn, little razzle-dazzle, thought about the step back. Salazar closes out quickly. Respecting the long range. Let's see here, ISO a little bit more. There's no spacing here. Dunn, scoop shot, that one not there. That's great defense by Salazar, moving her feet and forcing that shot. Oakley Stilson will bring it back, reset the offense. Leading by 9. Jan Kulowski on the far side. Skip pass near side to Salazar. Up top, Treyu. Jan Kulowski. Treyu again. Great execution. Pretty good defense in terms of moving the zone. And the bank shot up and good from Jan Kulowski. The lead, the largest here for Glendale at 11, 22-11. They have lapped AVC on their home gym. Amari Roland Wallace at the high post. Looking for somebody to clear out. She's one-on-one with Vadazarian. This is the matchup that they want. Dunn will fire from 3. That one off the back iron. Vadazarian tracks down a rebound. 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Penelope Treyu going to bring things up for the backs. Speaking of the Vaqueros, shout out again to Chris Sacudo, athletic director, former baseball coach at Glendale College. Salazar, skip pass over to Oakley Stilson, one on the shot clock. They got to get a shot up, and they won't be able to do so, so it's going to be a turnover for Glendale.
And perhaps a lack of awareness there of the shot clock situation.
Andrea Cruz will bring things up for the Marauders, trailing by double digits. Cruz denied, gets it back from the high post from Dunn. It's going to be a jump ball in favor of Glendale. The full timeout taken by the Marauders. 1:41 to go in the first half. Vaqueros cruising along here with an 11-point lead, 1:35 to go here in the second quarter. Salazar flashing at the high post, pass stolen, intended for Wilson down low by Dunn. Dunn over to Amari Roland Wallace from 3, that one off the back iron. Salazar snatches down another rebound. Treyu, Jankulowski inside Wilson, good find. Wilson can't finish, it's tapped out of bounds by that's Jesse Rios Huerta. So Rios Huerta deflects it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Glendale. A new shot clock after that one hit the rim. Inside Wilson, no look feed from Treyu. That pass, well, the ball is tipped out of bounds. The bench for Glendale wants a foul, but I thought that the ball went straight down, and the rule is, Stoy, if the ball goes straight down, probably not going to be a foul.
It's the Doug Collins rule. That's a tough spot for Wilson. The double team comes very quickly. She does a good job, frankly, just to keep the ball.
Treyu finds Wilson, gets it back at the top of the key. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time to set up a play. Another zone look, matchup zone look. Jankulowski. Turnaround jumper, no good. Trying to track down her own rebound. Wilson comes away with it, kicks it out to Salazar, and another fresh clock. Treyu will fire from way downtown. Penelope Treyu. Oh, flashing a little Steph Curry range.
Yeah, good screen from Salazar, and that gave Treyu all the room that she needed.
Apparently she needs only 25 feet. Gets it out to a 14-point advantage for the Vaqueros. Cruz is fouled. Gloria Bianchi rushing to the scorer's table along with Sarah Perez. I would say they're probably going to get Cheyenne Jankulowski and Penelope Treyu. So important for a team that you know is going to be in the postseason to manage their minutes accordingly. Shot is up and good. It's a long 2 for Malia Patton. play design and execution from the Marauders to close out the first half. See if we get a response from Glendale. Perez over to Bianchi, short corner. Wilson, skip pass over to Perez. Looking for the mid post. Salazar finds Oakley Stilson in the short corner. She hit one from there earlier. Challenge there from Dunn. Dunn looking for the rebound, trying to save it. It's going to go out of bounds and will go in at the half. 25-13 Glendale into double-digit territory in terms of the lead on top of AVC. from the start of the second half here, live from Newton Gillette Court on the campus of Antelope Valley College. It's a 12-point lead for Glendale on top of AVC. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you. We're looking to get some stats here for you. Shout out again to the Glendale faithful, specifically their athletic director, Chris Sacuto, watching at home, trying to find out what in fact a Marauder actually is. We'll look up a definition here shortly.
Heading to the third quarter in a 25-13 lead for the Glendale Vaqueros, looking for win number 20 on the season. They come in with a record of 19-4. Sasha Duckett will bring it in for AVC, joined by Dwana Williams, Amari Roland Wallace, Malaya Patton, and Andrea Cruz on the floor to start this third quarter. This is Cruz. Drive by Cruz, left-handed layup is good.
Jeff, that's all set up by a great screen from Amari Roland Wallace at the top. It's amazing what execution will do in terms of what you see on the scoreboard.
Trio and Stilson in the backcourt for Glendale. Salazar flashing to the high post, but the ball knocked free and stolen.
And Glendale's come out really flat here to start off the second half.
Katazarian on the floor, and Jankilovsky rounding out the five to start the third quarter for the Vaqueros. Looking for the backdoor cut. And the pass to Duckett, knocked out of bounds. Antelope Valley will keep it. Cruz lobs it in for Duckett. Patton wants Duckett now. Forces one up for three, missed everything. Katazarian able to pull down the rebound. Here come the Vaqueros looking to extend on the 10-point lead. Stilson in the corner. They enter it down low. Katazarian, they reverse to Salazar. Shot up, no good, and the rebound. Antelope Valley in a tie-up will have a jump ball.
Should stay here.
Stilson will bring it in. Open three is good.
Well, it's amazing what good
Treyu.
screens do. Treyu, a great screen from Marlene Salazar.
She's got 9 in the game, and that pushes it back out to a 13-point cushion. Duckett at the controls, over to Cruz. Cruz around to Patton's screen, drives the lane, kicks it back outside. Roland Williams for three. It's rims high, no good.
Stilson.
Roland Wallace, excuse me. Let me correct that very quickly. Jankilovsky snaps a pass down low. Great feed, and Salazar lays it up and in.
Rifle pass to Salazar, and that's a terrific find and finish from Glendale.
4 in the game now for Salazar. A drive by Duckett and a foul, no shot. This foul will go against Jankilovsky. That's her first.
Let's look at the replay here. The previous three from Penelope Treyu.
Open in the corner, and the three up, no good. Patton had a good look but couldn't get it to go. Stilson in transition. And a pull up, skips it across. Jankilovsky lobbing, looking for Katazarian, who's able to corral it and lay it in.
Sylvia Katazarian, just so effective down low, able to utilize her size. Antelope Valley wants to talk that over, and specifically they want to get Tori Dunn back into this ball game. She's really been a spark plug offensively. Is she in double digits here, Story?
Just have the stats in front of me here. Let me find. Tori Dunn's got 7 in the game, still good enough to lead Antelope Valley. It's a quick 7-0 run here by Glendale to assert control in this one, and they lead it by 17 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Ball inbounded to Duckett. Duckett gets a screen from Roland Wallace. Looking for Patton. Gives it out to Cruz. Cruz 0 from deep in that first half. So go into the lane. That shot well off the mark. Rebounded by Treyu. Treyu behind the back dribble right into the defender, and Cruz fouls Treyu.
Yeah, Cruz hustling back and trying to pick Treyu's pocket there from behind, but picks up the foul instead.
Treyu's going to come on, or she's going to come off. Bianchi will come in, and Treyu sporting the big leg brace there, and you wonder, after hobbling off.
He's got the Sean Elliott model.
It's true.
You know, Sean Elliott in his pro career didn't have any knee trouble.
True.
Just got used to wearing the brace, I believe, in high school, and didn't want to take it off after the knee was completely recovered.
Kind of like Rip Hamilton in the face mask. Dunn from 3, looking for her second three-pointer. That one missed everything. Off to Oakley Stilson in transition. Who's Jan Kulofsky. Skip pass over to Bianchi. Bianchi thought about the 3, instead gives it over to Salazar. Back to Jan Kulofsky.
Just can't tell you anything about the NBA that you don't know, Michael.
There's a lot I don't know about the NBA. Unfortunately, that ball batted out of bounds by Dunn. But I am a fan, as you well know. A pass stolen, but Stilson able to recover. Duckett challenges the shot. Bianchi flies in for the rebound from the weak side, and it's another possession here for Glendale, leading by 17, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Looking for the mid-post entry. That pass interrupted and stolen. Dunn now with possession. Gives it over to Duckett. Roland Wallace looking to hand off. She does to Patton. Patton gets a screen from Cruz. It's a switch. Bianchi over to Dunn. Dunn inside off. She shoots. I think it's 2 shots, but instead this is going to be on the ground. Baseline out of bounds. Back to the Marauders. First on Wilson, second team foul. That pass batted out of bounds, right back to the Marauders. It will go. Dunn looking to inbound. She's looking for Duckett. Instead, it's Roland Wallace short on her attempt. Duckett with a rebound down low. She'll seal off inside, gets her own rebound. Some contact down low, no call. Thought it was a clear foul on Jan Kulofsky. Instead, Jan Kulofsky now with possession back the other way. She'll get into the lane. No bucket, but the foul. You get a 20-second back there, Emery. Let's see that whole thing. We'll see the action down low. Duckett looking for something down low, and Jan Kulofsky really down low, getting the contact. Can't get it to go, but off to the races she goes. First free throw up and good, 33-15. See Cheyenne make another one, 34-15. Cruz looking to spark some offense here for AVC. Haven't been able to get anything going. She has an attacking mentality, gets to the bucket, and she's fouled. That's one way to get back into it.
Yeah, working on Wilson, and want to get Wilson on her hip. Wilson commits the foul, sends Cruz to the line.
Pay attention to the website, everybody, www.socalcollegesports.com. Now, the last week of the regular season is upon us. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday of next week. Duckett goes down hard. She's okay there. 3-on-3 numbers for Glendale. Good transition defense from ABC. Back and forth. Sandoval from 3. That's off the mark. Cruz down, tracks down the board. Andrea Cruz finds Dunn in transition. It's a good rhythm shot. That one off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Salazar. Handed off to Sandoval. Like I said, pay attention to the website. We may have some postseason coverage leading into our coverage up at Ventura, March 14th through the 17th. We were able to confirm that. Wide open race this year. Side of maybe Moore Park, I think the surest bet to get up to the championships, the Elite Eight, the State Eight they like to call it. Shot clock violation. Okay, there's a foul. This is going to go against Wilson or Gloria Bianchi.
No, it's Wilson, number 4 on Wilson. Or I should say on...
yeah, will go against Bianchi.
Okay, because they initially put up the second on Wilson, but yeah, now it looks like they have changed it.
I think the table thought it was on Wilson. See the replay here. Doesn't have the rebound, and Bianchi fouled her. Yeah, that's a good call. Back to live action after the made bucket.
Sasha Duckett on the drive.
Glendale looking to execute, salt this one away with good possessions and good shots. Under 3:30 to go. Bianchi into the lane. That shot off the mark. Tracks down her own rebound. Oakley Stilson in the corner. Bluffs at the 3. Gets a defender in the air. Puts one up over Sasha Duckett. Tess Oakley Stilson with the bucket. What's she up to, Story?
6 in the game now.
Dunn working the baseline. Looks like she touched it to herself. Looks like that was a pass to herself. She gets away with it. Cruz, the floater up, that's short, rebounded by Salazar. Bianchi with it near side. Over to Salazar, great mid-post entry to Wilson. Wilson missed point blank, taps it out to Salazar, wins another possession. Tess Oakley Stilson from 3, that one too long. Dunn with the rebound. Dunn thought about the 3. Closed out on by Gloria Bianchi. Duckett to the bucket. Cut off by Wilson. Her floater up and good. Sasha Duckett making it look good.
6 in the game now for Duckett, and that's a great hesitation before she drives and scoops.
See the replay on that next dead ball. 36-20. And still well in control by Glendale, even more so now after that made bucket from Melissa Sandoval.
Off a great screen from Salazar.
Oh, they missed Dunn cutting to the bucket. She's now in the corner. She'll fire from 3. Her second triple of the ball game. Dunn into double digits. They'll call it a long 2.
Well, she's not into double digits
Salazar
just yet then.
From 3. Up to 9, I believe now.
Yep.
Look at this bucket here from Sasha Duckett. Duckett up ahead to Cruz. They lost her. Cruz misses point blank. Rebounded by Dunn. Check that was not Dunn, excuse me. That was Amari Roland Wallace.
Hey, 20. You got one.
Roland Wallace in the corner. Kicks it back to Patton. Patton looking for Duckett inside. That's a great feed inside. Duckett unable to finish right at the basket, trying to track down the basketball. It's going to be a foul on Sasha, I believe.
Yeah, Duckett just gets a great look here, but a little too hard off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. I talk about doing 99% of it right.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. This one well in control here for Glendale. Looking for their 9th in a row. Castro from 3. She has 5. Or am I wrong on that story?
She's got 6.
Thank you. Thank you for 6.
You were almost there.
I'm getting better. Cruz is fouled. Check that. Duckett fouled by Salazar.
Yeah, on the pass. So no shots here, I don't believe.
Castro on the made triple.
Oh, I guess, yeah, Glendale is in the penalty. So
yeah, it's 5 fouls now with the quarter format back into play. Implemented a couple years ago. Free throw off the mark. It's 2 shots. No more 1-1 in the women's game. One more. This time it's up and good for Sasha Duckett. Shot clock turned off here in the third quarter. It's spread around the horn. Good find in the mid-post, and that shot up and good. Melissa Sandoval.
That's a great cut by Sandoval off the ball.
Duckett heaves one. No good. Will go in at the end of 3. Glendale firmly in control, up 20. Start of the fourth quarter, commanding 20-point advantage for the Glendale Vaqueros on top of Antelope Valley. We are in Lancaster. Duckett inside, kicks it out, wide open. Aaliyah Patton from 3.
Well, you enter it down low, kick it back outside, and you get a great look for Patton, who knocks it down.
Isn't it amazing what good inside-out game will do for open shots? Badazarian has that pass stolen by Dunn.
Good anticipation by Dunn.
Dunn quickly back the other way, guarded by Bianchi. It's out of bounds off of Bianchi. She's trying to track it down. It's going to stay here with AVC. Good hustle on both ends. See the move down low. Inside out game. Duckett draws the defense, kicks it back out. Patton buries it in the net. Duckett going to inbound this basketball. Some action off the ball. Dunn cutting to the basket. A great play. Dunn can't finish point blank. That's a great play. It's almost design disarray. And then Dunn cuts quickly to the basket. That shot up no good, but fouled is Sarah Perez. Perez flashing some jets getting to the rack. See if we have that again on one. Good fake there by Perez getting to the bucket. There we go. Dunn walks it up, picks up her dribble. She's looking for Duckett, gets it to her, and Duckett fouled by Bianchi. The lead is 17 for Glendale. AVC trying to cut into it. Pass is stolen. Perez up ahead to Bianchi. Glendale on the attack. It's the VAC attack. Perez kicks it back inside to Vadazarian. Point blank. Sylvia.
Yeah, Vadazarian just never stops working off the ball. Constantly flashing, making herself available in that time, leads to a layup.
Dunn gets a screen from Roland Wallace. It's a long rebound. Karam's off. Bianchi tracks it down. Over to Esmeralda Perez. That pass stolen, tapped over by Cruz. Cruz over to Duckett. Duckett looking for a cutter. Not going to find one. Throws it out of bounds. The Glendale Vaqueros a quarter away, or really just 8:05 away from a championship in the Western State East Conference. Bianchi to the bucket. Swells the lead out to 21. Inside, that's a great feed to Duckett. Duckett can't finish, gets her own rebound. She'll put it up and in. Well, you look at the landscape here in Southern California, it's those top 4 seeds that will get to potentially host. Throughout the playoffs, it's 2, and you punch your ticket to the State 8. Firing from 3, Esmeralda Perez, she's short. Rebound off to Amari Roland Wallace. Patton with it, working against Esmeralda. Cruz turns and faces on Perez. Looking inside, Patton has that one poked away. Vadazarian comes away with it. The big man up ahead, this is Perez. Sarah Perez with the bank shot, no, but she's fouled. Are we going offense? Vadazarian, they're going to say pushing off. I think that was before the shot even. Sylvia doesn't like it. We'll see what she did here. Now she barrels in over Navarro. That's a little weak, but I guess she came in with the forearm in the back. Go to 1. It's a very subtle bump, but there was a bump there, and that's where the whistle came from. The lead 19 for Glendale on top of AVC, coming up the 6.5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Navarro enters at the high post to Duckett. Sasha Duckett, she's been terrific along with Dunn for the Marauders. Dunn with it. Flashing some athleticism. Great on-ball defense by Sarah Perez. Absolute ball hawk. Patton loses it. Stilson on the ground with it for Glendale. Perez, Sarah that is, will bring it into the front court. Over to the other Perez, Esmeralda. She's going to slow things up. And why not? Salt this one away. Cruz defending. Stilson with the ball up top over to Perez. Esmeralda driving the baseline. Looks like she threw it away. She did. Sarah Navarro will bring it up. You know, Stoy, one thing I've noticed here, and Glendale, this is by design, playing a man defense, they're really making AVC start their offense, especially with the high horn screen. As Castro's off the mark, she's long on the 3 attempt. In the half-court set, not in transition, Patton gets the scoop shot to go and the foul. See this one again. We get a pretty good look of it here. It's Patton.
Yeah, anticipating the contact. That's a great job by Malaya Patton. Gets the shot up and gets it to go.
Nifty finish from Malaya. Like, getting back to the point in terms of the half court, 5:24 to go. This game's probably over. Glendale with a 17-point lead, but you'd like to see ball players make adjustments out there, and one opportunity converted by Patton. How about a little bit of a spin move to make the defense honest, because they're really bodying up the players making the picks or trying to set the screens up top. We're going to have a timeout called by Glendale, leading by 16, 5:15 to go. .11 to go in this one. Zoe Russo. 3 ball for Esmeralda Perez. Patton, after that nifty and one, kicks it over to Navarro. Navarro with the floater, hits the front of the rim, trying to tap it out of bounds, and it will go back to Glendale, or it's going to stay here. There's a Stilson, the last one to touch it. Looking for Patton. Patton has that one stolen. Zoe Roos. Roos in transition with Vadazarian. Can't find her. It's a turnover. Goes back to AVC. Navarro with a steal. The lead 19 to the Vaqueros. 4:20 to go. Another screen from Cruz. Navarro with the deep range three is good. Sarah Navarro flashing a little distance. Salazar with it at the top. Glendale going to elect to kill some clock here. Bruce into the corner to Stilson. Stilson inside of Baldessarian. Loses it. Turnover. Here comes Patton. 3-on-2. Patton, no spacing with Navarro. Navarro takes one into the lane. That shot up off of the back iron. Rebounded by Esmeralda Perez. Perez being hawked by Cruz. Behind the back dribble. She'll reset here and bring it up for Glendale. Kill some more clock. Trying to kill some clock. It's another turnover. Well, I'd say inside out it would be the way to go to kind of free everything up. But right now, Baldessarian not showing the ability to receive a pass cleanly. Dunn misfires on a three.
Yeah, I think the tendency for Glendale, Michael, is to just get in a little bit of a hurry.
Baldessarian with power dribble. Step through and one. We'll see the replay here. That's a tough shot under duress. See it one more time. On one. See the entry there in Baldessarian. Step through. That's a little Carlos Boozer-esque with the finish. (52-34). Vaqueros up by 2. Too many. By 18. Timeout on the floor. 2:49 to go. Esmeralda. Perez with a 3 earlier. With it, over to Zoe Roos. She'll try her hand at another triple, and she'll connect. Esmeralda Perez. She has 6. Back to a 19-point lead for Glendale. Patton from 3. That one off the mark. Roos with a rebound. Comes away with it. Looking to dribble it up. She'll give it off to a guard. Here's Esmeralda Perez. Back to Zoe. She'll swing it. Inside look to Wilson. Back to Esmeralda for the hat trick. No. Air ball. Back to AVC. It'll go.
Pretty good look for Perez that time. It just didn't quite have herself set entirely to get that one off. But
so it's crazy when you're under duress throughout the entirety of a game, when you're on the floor, and then you find yourself with that much room. Sometimes it's a little unnerving, and
yeah.
A lot of times you'll see errant shots when somebody's wide open. See it right there. 1:35 to go. This one winding down. Let's get all of our thank yous out of the way. And first and foremost, Chris Sakuda, Athletic Director at Glendale Community College, really making this happen here. Bringing you live coverage of 3C2A women's basketball, making this a doubleheader in the Western State East.
Tell you, 2 things that I like about the Vaquero team as you look ahead to playoff run here. Very good rebounding team. Very few second chances for Antelope Valley. And a willingness up and down the roster to get to the floor and get after loose balls. And those are two things that, if they continue, can lead to a playoff run. Those things have a funny way of producing wins.
They're gritty. They execute. They have size. And they have a player in Cheyenne Jankulovsky who's an absolute stud. And she knows how to play the game. And she's going to be the general out there when this team hits the postseason. And you maybe wonder, might they host throughout? And we'll find out, obviously, next Sunday. Esmeralda Perez being preached to not reach. Well, she did, and she gets a steal. To the bucket, left-handed layup, no. Cruz quickly back the other way, under a minute to go. Special thanks, of course, to the staff here at Antelope Valley College, led by Athletic Director Tom Gang. Tori Dunn inside. Pass stolen by Wilson.
Yeah, one more steal here for Glendale.
And Glendale will elect to just dribble it out.
Got about a 5-second difference.
This one in the fridge at the start of the fourth quarter. They were up by 20. They'll finish the game up by 19, presumably. .55 34. Shot clock violation as Glendale will just dribble it out. Excuse us. 4 seconds remaining. We'll let the horn sound itself, and that'll do it. 55-34, your final here from Lancaster. The Marauders take game one in the men's, and the women's, the Vaqueros, their 9th in a row. They improved to 19-4 on the season. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, Jorge Cepeda, Emery Johnson, Jeff Stoynoff, I'm Mike Cepeda, signing off. We'll see you in March up at Ventura.